as humans, only use a small portion of our brain.
Yes.
What's the rest of it doing?
Sleeping.
And how can we unlock the rest of it?
Yes, absolutely. I'm always amused in looking at some of the new scientific magazines and various different kinds of magazines, how many machines we're creating right now in the attempt to blast open that other 90% of our brains. And people have used all kinds of techniques from the dawn of time, actually. They've used hallucinatory plants that stimulate irritability in the brain that trigger that. We've used sound that triggers that. What is the rest of it doing? It's not sleeping. We think it's sleeping. It's not. Actually, it's connecting. It's like the trillionth brain connecting to the cosmos. We are taking in energy from the cosmos. We, like the birds, know when the winter is coming. We, like the earth, know when the earthquake is coming. We know when it will be a full moon or there will be an eclipse. How do you think the shamans of old ever figured that out? Well, I have stories about that, but we could say that that's the other 90% of the brain. Unlocked, uninhibited, being allowed. And the only thing that's separating us from that is that we have not learned how to open the threshold. We don't pay attention. We are receiving millions, if not billions, of information through our 70 senses instantaneously at all moments. We don't know how to filter that because just as we were talking about in the very beginning, our fear of light, we don't know how to expand in such a way that we can bump into the cosmos because we're afraid of dying. We're afraid of losing the self. And that again is why I say this is a great time and we have come here. We may think we're here about our karma, about our relationships, about our bodies, about all that stuff. Just pull in a zillionth of the cosmic energy into your body. And all of those conversations will resolve themselves. So the brain is capable of being the threshold, not only into timeless arenas, stratification. That's why at the Light Institute we don't talk about past lives. We talk about multi-incarnations. We talk about consciousness and infant holograms because you can access those as you choose. As you choose. And so one of the ways that I would say how to make your brain function better, sit in stillness and invite it. Imagine that your brain could move out. My higher self gave me a kind of funny exercise in consciousness at one time that had to do with the stars. Because we look up at the sky, if we're lucky enough to live in Galisteo, or someplace where you can actually see the stars in the sky, and imagine or know that all those stars that you see, not just the planets that we see, but the stars that we see, have whole solar systems around them. They have whole worlds, galaxies and universes around them, and yet we can see them. So, I forget the context of this book, but what my higher self was showing me was just, it's a way of mechanically focusing. Space and time are really our illusion. As we evolve, we'll discover that there are other civilizations that have long since dissolved that illusion, that it will take you 3 months or 30 years or whatever it is to get to the next star, the next moon, the next whatever it is. That's just our false. It isn't an ultimate truth. And so we can, with our consciousness, instantaneously link up to people around the planet, to energies in the cosmos, to intelligences that we have not been aware of. My higher self says that we are not only of human DNA, but because of our carbon imprints, we are rocks, we are birds, we are the Devic kingdom, the spirit of a tree. We are connected through angelic DNA, galactic DNA. So we have within us formats, patternings that will activate infinite aspects of your brain to give you information that will facilitate, after all, it has to come in what we call a spin point. It has to come in through, usually through the endocrine system, through the light body into the physiological body so that the brain can say, I have an idea. I recognize something. So we want to begin to open our consciousness. That's one way. But this little exercise in consciousness was, lick your finger, this is the finger of the cosmos according to Eastern traditions. Lick your finger, why? Saliva, wetness. We know that that's what creates a pulsation from one electrical current to another very often. Line it up with any star you see in the cosmos.
Oh, really?
Put your finger right over that star, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and draw the energy of that star through your finger into your body. Now, if you practice that at night, you'll be very amazed at what that feels like. You will feel a sensation in your body when you do that.